It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The sun is right in my face. Take a look, right in my face. Yeah. It's bright. It feels good. Yeah. It feels very good. I love it. It is tough. Not the sun, not the day. It is tough. What is it? That is tough. There are some individuals that you deal with. You need a different kind of understanding. Or you might have to acquire it. But there is one type of person that you deal with. If you don't already acquire it, if you don't already have it, let's put it this way. If you don't already have it, it won't be easy to acquire. You might have to just kind of focus on other stuff. We are in a situation where there is good, the devil always appear. In Jesus' time, it appears itself in different ways. And in our time, since Jesus had chained Lucifer in hell, he cannot really go nowhere. Therefore, he appeared in person because he uses the host of people walking like us with 2 feet. Okay? And sometimes it manifests in animals too. What did the Bible say? The devil walked the earth to steal, kill, and destroy. Sometimes he does all three. Sometimes he does two. Sometimes he does two other ones in the three. And sometimes he just have no choice but to do one if he's able. If he's able. A lot of people give up on their life. The reason why I say they give up, it's because until you give up your ghost, you cannot die. Until you give up the ghost. Because Jesus Christ died after he spoke these words. God, Father, I remit my spirit upon your hand. Then Jesus expired. That teaches us, if you don't give up your ghost, you cannot die, because you have to give up the ghost first before you die. So those who dies, give up the ghost. This is one secret I just released now for those who experience warfare, spiritual warfare. And again, right now, excuse the background noise. It doesn't bother me because I am getting sun, you see, right in my face. Now I'm gonna just walk a little because I've been sitting here for almost an hour. Yeah, I'm walking. Walking simply to be at ease. Okay? I love me. I love my peace. I love me. I love my harmony within me. This is my harmony, my peace that I don't give up. I don't negotiate and I don't compromise my peace. Now, understanding acquired, already acquired, is needed for just one type of individual. Dealing with a cardinal by nature require that kind of understanding. Someone says that he's in search of something or somebody, whatever it may be. That person finds what he's looking for, but keep it to himself while still visiting the area of that somebody to make it happen, but keep it to himself by telling the world that he has not found that a woman. The woman that you see, unless not ever one time you're in a vehicle, unless that. Okay. How do you know when the individual and you are the person they're looking for? Because the signal bring that person, the seeker, to your orbit. And during the shift, if you depart from one spot to another, the signal bring that person into your new orbit. New orbit because you changed spots. This is double confirmation that you are the one they're looking for. Or maybe another person they're looking for happen to go to the same direction you go at that time. I don't want to sound doubting or doubtful. But the behavior of the individual make you kind of thinking in certain ways. On videos, you got many different comments. Like when let's say you comment, and they take their time to, you know, chat with people, people who comment in the chat room. Not everybody does that, but his channels manage to communicate with his supporters. I find it very nice. But when you realize you are talking to the one that you're looking for, the atmosphere should change in that, doing that communication. Yeah, sometimes it does. But each time he realized we are talking, but there is another shift coming, and then the shift that later come ends, and then we don't meet, he ignores the communication. So now tell me something. What does he tell you to think about? What does he give you to think about? Therefore, the person doesn't give a crap about no relationship, no friendship with nobody. Not even with the one that he cried to love. The only thing he cares about is the meeting and what comes after the meeting. Nothing else besides that. Oh, listen, it is tough to deal with something like that. It is tough. Because sometimes I don't work out. This is my little spot. But I'm skipping it today because I sit over there for almost an hour already. This is tough. About 47, so that's close to 50 different chats that been abandoned later on when he realized that we don't meet, and then he just give up the communication. In the meantime, if I go somewhere, he find you. I don't complain. There's many times everybody in the world have been watched by their government. That's one thing. But me, it's different. It's not just by government. I'm also been watched by private watchers, because this is private to him, not governmental. I don't complain. Because if that's how it is to be for him to find who he's looking for, that's what he uses. Having someone knowing that the person only cares about what's gonna happen afterward, nothing that is in the present right now, and nothing. It's tough. Mentally, it is tough. And once mental is in question, it affects the moral. It is tough. It is tough. Let me make some tea. Let me take more of this met. Since I passed by here, let's take another plate. When I boil them I wash them very well. Come on. All right. Yeah, I wash them very well. Yeah, there's on the side of the road. You don't know how they have, people walk dogs, and then they come to the side of wherever, and then they pee or poop. I wash them very, very well. There is no telling where they got them from at the store. Yeah, there's no telling. It smells so good. Met. Excuse me. It is tough. Now, when I mention, everyone knows, whenever something good, something valuable is in concern, the devil is there. When you know the devil, the devil is there, there is a way you can reconsider, because you know the devil is in concern. I'm not gonna say too much into this, because this is kind of giving people ways to go doing they attack their evil deeds. I run out of options to lose not lose like losing something, like to lose the tracking. I think I do, because I've been here right now for almost a year. July will be a year. Yeah, too many already here, so escaping them becomes harder. Now, the only way I would be left alone if he give up, or time pass and then something we didn't happen, or he pass or I pass. Then it would be like we give up, we let go. But not because they give up tracking me. I am special. I am special. Government watching me on one way, and then the private sector is watching me in a different light. It is tough. The person doesn't even, okay, sometimes he says he find the future wife, and still at the end, there is an information withheld. Because the person doesn't want to see people already know who you are, in case he doesn't meet you. So it's like everything is in secret. It's tough, especially those that comes near you in vehicles. It's always a black individual, while you are expecting a different complexion. Just this morning, a reply from yesterday's message. Just this morning, a reply from yesterday's message. About 12 hours later, and the message came around 6 something in the morning. I look at it. I replied. It was about 4 minutes after I replied. But we don't have to play the child game all the time, often. But me, I don't act. I don't perform not to reply right away. It just happened. Okay, I replied. And then I managed to explain a little something that would help him understand something. That is, if he allow himself to understand that something. You know, I don't have no luck, not luck to, lock my tongues, like secret. I have to know something is a secret for me not to talk about it. Like, for instance, like right now, I don't have no one in my life except my children. Whatever it is that I might come across, I might talk about it, depending on what information it is. But now, let's say I have someone in my life, certain things you might have to tell me, well, this is between you and I. Certain things. There are things that I'm gonna know not to to mention, period, to nobody when it comes to safety. That one I know. But if it doesn't have nothing to do with safety, I might just, talk about it if it's needed in a conversation. But here, for some reason, with this individual, I find myself withholding things. It's like automatically now I know that there are things that I just to keep my mouth shut about. And I just do my best not to mention them, although that will help me explain something that I am going through with this situationship. Before, the way it is, I used to say the love is cold. But now, although it is the same, there hasn't been any changes, I now not say it's cold. Now I say that the individual is strict. Strict, meaning there was a decision that he had made, and he will not change it because he is strict in his ways. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. The only difference is that now we are both adults. There is no children here in between. When I say no children in between, I'm talking about the getting together. All right. Yeah, walking home. Now, how would he feel, really, if someone says that they love him and then act the way he's acting, and then don't reply to messages somebody try to explain something to you? It's either you say I understand, or anyway, let's leave it like that. Like I said, I will not let this get to me to make me feel any different. It is tough dealing with those feelings. It is tough knowing you hearing love, 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 my bottom, which is real, although I say my bottom, I have a reason to say my bottom, because it's real. That makes me ask God, why would he do that to the two of us? Because we are, I would say, 50% or even 60% kind of mirroring each other. Meaning we kind of almost the same way. The only thing, he is the cardinal and I am the mutual. Mutual kind of compromise more than the cardinal, which I have changed and make decision not to compromise too much anymore. Yeah. It is tough. It is tough. It's very tough. It is tough. I'm getting closer to my apartment. Now, can you tell why sometimes I'm already not feeling well and then I don't make the effort to come out during the shift? But although I come out close to the end, but it still doesn't happen. And sometimes I don't get out because it's like you already know it wasn't gonna happen because my intuition is on point. Could I say it is tough being the signal? Someone who's always been the one making decision about her life. Don't you think it's tough being the signal? If you understand about the signal, being the one that they're looking for, being the one that they have to find, that they have to follow and find. Nothing is about your feeling or decision. You make no decision. Everything is decided for you. It's tough. It's like you must be found to play a role. Although there is the saying that don't perform. Let me laugh again. And not forcing it. It's tough being the signal. You don't know if you should be happy about it. You don't know if you should just be. Because there is no communication really. There is actually no communication really. Because the chat communication happen, it's about other stuff, but not about what is going on. It's not. It is tough. Being me, a Virgo, ruled by Mercury, dealing with something without communication. It is tough. This looks like so. Let me see. Oh no, that's the leaf. Yeah, you see the leaves. The way far away, the way it looks like the seed of saucy, but it's not. It's a leaf of a plant that turned yellow. Turning yellow because it still have a green part of in it. The situation that I find myself in require a regular, or should we say a normal pickup, not just any kind of pickup, not a pickup with recognition. My situation, because in October, because I don't have a car, God had said that He was sending for me to be picked up. That's what was said to me. At your door. Some messages were even say they knock or ring bell, but they say more knock. I will just put a picture of the flowers that I have found on the ground. One day he had came to my old address. Didn't knock, he parked somewhere in the corner and then noticed that I didn't come out yet. By the time he leaves, he dropped the flowers on the flowers on the ground. So when he left, it's the time that I was on my porch. I was at the third floor at that time. By the time I got down to the first floor and walk out and then walk to wherever he was, before I even exit my building, he was already gone. He had already made many trips at that time. I don't get mad for that. I simply saw someone who was losing patience at that time, or who felt tired of coming. Because every time he come at that, during those times, there were always movement of plane and how you call it, the drones flying around. Good movement. Good movement. Wow. It is tough being the signal of Virgo without communication. It is tough. Let me ring the bell. Yeah, that was a good walk. All I'm gonna say now is that it is tough being the signal.
Mm-hmm.